the computer. Why does that confuse me every time? But I wanted to kind of jump in. This is going to be a little bit different for Nicole because she's brand new, but for everybody else who is here tonight, I only see two other faces on here. I know Anne-Marie and Esther are here too, but raise your hand if you hit your VIP period. Okay. Do you see my hand up? Okay. Your VIP period does not make or break your business. It is a perk, yes, but does it mean that you're going to be successful in this business? No. And I said this last week on our training that there have been people that are $1 million earners in this business who have never hit their VIPs, but there's also people in this business that hit their VIPs and are no longer here. Okay. And they never made another penny. So don't let that discourage you, because for the longest time, I sat with that. I sat with that because I didn't hit my VIPs. I didn't have like leadership that was telling me, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're doing next. This is where you need to go now. I was just kind of like lost in the team page. And I was like, what am I doing? I'm brand new to network marketing. I was like, what in the actual hell is going on here? And so I sat with that for the longest time. And I said to myself things like, I'm not a good leader. Why would anybody ever listen to me? Why would anybody want to join my business? I'm too scared to even talk about it, right? And so I wanted to kind of like start this next week fresh and do like a back to basics kind of VIP period. I know we tried to do that a couple months ago, but it kind of like went to flop. And the reason why I want to bring it back is because there are some huge bonuses that you guys are running for right now. Okay. Your family deserves those bonuses. Okay. A lot of you guys have $4,000 checks that are coming to you, right? And the only way to become the type of person that can earn that $4,000 bonus is to become the type of leader that you need to be, right? And in order to be a good leader, can you guys hear that? Hold on, let me mute myself for a second. Lord help us. I hope y'all didn't hear that. Okay, anyways. So in order to have that bonus coming to you, you need to be that type of leader, right? And in order to be a leader, you have to lead yourself first. Okay. I learned how to do that the hard way. And if I can kind of walk you guys through the VIP period again, I think that maybe some things will start to click with you, that just to kind of like take it back and see what your newbies are going through. Because maybe when you joined, you didn't want to run for your VIPs. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you were super overwhelmed by it. Maybe you had no idea what that even meant. Maybe you just counted yourself out and you were like, there's no way I can do that. I want to break it back down for you, because the only blueprint that we need in this business is VIP 800. And if we can get that down pat, do I keep repeating myself saying down pat? If we can get VIP 800 and know it like the back of our hand, then we can duplicate that and we can teach somebody else how to do that. And what happens when you help somebody else go VIP 800 is, guess what? They just brought in 2 other promoters and now they have to help them go VIP 800. Okay. And can you imagine in your first 14 days signing 2 promoters and you're trying to help lead them? Right? So that's why I want to go back in time a little bit and go over this VIP period with you guys. Nicole, we'll just kind of like be doing the VIP period with you. Okay. So what I want to do we talked about like, let me go back. I write down, do you guys know what this is? Does anybody know what this is? This is my book of everybody who's ever joined me in this business. And I have written down why they joined me, what their kids' names are, what their goals are, what their big goals are, and what their small goals are, what scares them. Have they ever done a business like this before? Are they brand new? Does their husband maybe not support them? Right? I write down everything because, and as I find out new things about you guys, I write down new things because there's going to be a time when you start to doubt yourself. And it's my job to be that leader for you and to bring you back and say, okay, this is why you joined, right? This is what you did say when you joined, like what's changed since then, right? It's that leadership skin. And I think it's just as important for you guys as it is for me to write that down, right? I write that down for myself so that I am always close to you guys and I know what you're fighting for and I'm fighting for what you're fighting for, right? But it's just as important for you so that when you have those moments of doubt, I can go back and be like, listen, I know that you said that you wanted, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to read anybody's stuff out right now, but I can always bring you back to that. So in our team page, you will find under the files tab. Does everybody know where that's at? Underneath all the tribe members, you're going to see these little bubbles that go through the units, that go through announcements, that go through the files. Under files, you will find our welcome email, which explains to new promoters where to plug in, to download the Zoom app. Our weekly trainings on Wednesdays, those are the main one to focus on. It talks about walking through the units and actually doing the things that's in the unit video, reaching out to your enroller and asking questions, right? So read that welcome to the tribe email. And if you have gotten this far and you've never read the welcome to the tribe email or the VIP 1600 worksheet, this is our little moment to say, okay, we need to get it together a little bit. So I want you to read that welcome to the tribe email. That's going to be on the to-do list for tomorrow. And then for the next 14 days, I want to run through this VIP 1600 worksheet with you guys. Has everybody seen this before on the tribe page? I know some of you guys are brand new. But on the tribe page underneath files, you will also see this VIP 1600 worksheet. Okay. And at the top, you put your promoter's name, you put your VIP period dates. Okay. So I want you to write your name right here at the top. Print you off one, go to the library if you need to, whatever, print your name at the top because you are your VIP. You're going to run yourself through your VIPs for the first 14 days, the next 14 days. Write your name at the top, the date that you started your VIP period, which is tomorrow, and the 14-day mark. I want you to write it down right there. So let's look at that. What does that look like? What does that look like? What is today? 24th? I'm losing it. Yeah, today's the 24th. So we are looking at February 7th. Is that right? You guys, is that right? Is that right math? Asks the nurse who does med calculations. Okay, so Sunday, February 7th is going to be our 14-day mark. So I want you to write in your calendar, in your schedule on February 7th, I want you to write my VIP period ends. Now, for some of you guys, for a lot of us, we have no bonus at the end of this 14-day period. I think Nicole's the only one that does. Esther, you still have a couple more days left in your VIP period. But we have no bonus attached to it. But remember what I said about setting big goals? Is the purpose of setting a big goal is not reaching the big goal. It's becoming the person that can set and achieve big goals. Because in the next 14 days, as we run through this VIP period and we look at I want to watch every single video. I've already watched the videos on here, but I want to go back through them with you. Because if we get a good grasp on what our newbies are looking at and what they're listening to, maybe we have new videos on there that we want to add to the VIP 1600 worksheet. We go into IPAs. Maybe we make a list of IPAs if we don't have one yet, right? Maybe we are revisiting our fives and what makes us our brand, right? Maybe we're revamping our social media and we're making that look more appealing over these next 14 days. Okay. Maybe we're making our first opportunity slides for our stories. This VIP 1600 worksheet goes through all of it. And I will be together with you guys in the Overcomers chat, and we will go through day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. And the reason why I want to do this is because I don't want you to get a year in your business, a year and a half in your business, 2 years, 3 years, however many years down in your business. I don't want you to get to that point and feel like you are not worthy enough to lead somebody else through their VIP period because you've never done it, because you never hit your VIPs. Right? That goes back to those red light stories that we talked about last week, and the negative things that we tell ourselves when we say, I'm not a good leader, or I don't know what I'm doing, or why would anybody listen to me? Those are the stories that we're creating in our head, which in return makes us feel some sort of way, right? And if I'm feeling some sort of way, I might not go live that day, or I might not show up on my social media because I don't feel like I'm enough and I don't feel like I'm worthy, right? And in return, that's going to get me no results. Okay. Do you see how that goes? I want you to be confident in what we have our hands on, because our product is bomb, right? Most of you guys felt it on day 1. Okay. At least the first couple of days. Our product is bomb. That's easy. That's easy to share about. We can be creative, we can be fun, and we can talk about it. We're like a walking little billboard with our little DFTs on our arm. But I want you to get a really good grasp of the leadership that you have on this team, of all the resources that you have on the team page, and what exactly goes on in the VIP period, so that at the end of it, you are confident in leading somebody else through the VIP period. Okay. Does that make sense? So when somebody joins your team, you are going to find throughout the whole process that you're not going to be this rock star leader with your first VIP. I mean, with your first promoter. With your second promoter, you'll be a little better. Third promoter, you'll be a little better. It's kind of like doing a live video, right? Or it's kind of like posting on social media, right? My posts used to be absolute crap. And now I'm like, ooh, like even that one got me, right? But everything gets better with time, okay? And I want you to get into a habit of knowing what they're going through, so that you can be, there's Harriet, so that you can be that guide in their first 14 days to say, hey, I know you're overwhelmed. We're going to take it step by step. You're never going to be alone. This is what we're doing today. You let me know when you're done with this video. Let me know when you see it, what questions you have, and we'll move forward from there. Okay. And in that chat, I will kind of go through with you guys kind of what I would say to newbies, right? But I want you to go back to this sheet. Remember, you put your name at the top, Harriet. We are going to be going through our 14-day period all over again, because, and I'll save this. I'm recording it. I'll save it and put it into the chat for everything that you missed so far. But we're going to be going back through the VIP period, so that at the end of it, you are a better leader and you are ready and equipped for the next girl to be able to effectively run her through her VIP period. Because there's nothing worse than feeling like you don't even know what goes on in this time frame and not knowing what to tell somebody. Okay. I've been there. So we're going to go through day by day by day, but I want you to get into a habit of writing these down, of writing down your promoters, why they're here. So I want you to write your name, our 14-day mark. I want you to write why you're here, right? I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to write why I joined. I joined because I got tired of picking up overtime at the hospital, and it was either going to be my turn or Sean's turn, and we still couldn't pay the bills on time, right? Our monthly debt exceeded our mortgage payment, right? I cried on the way to work and I cried on the way home because I've been the first mama to drop off at daycare and the last one to pick up for way too damn long, right? And I frantically searched in my 2 maternity leaves for a work from home job, right? Those things that are painful to you, that's why you signed up. And that's what I want you to write down here. I want you to write down why you signed up. Why'd you click that blue promoter button at the bottom that you were so scared to click? And over here, what are we working for? Are we working for Chick-fil-A money? Are we trying to pay diapers? Are you paying student loans like me? Right? 10 years out of school, are you still paying stupid student loans? It's ridiculous. This is the American dream, you guys. But anyways, what are we fighting for? You know what? My biggest thing I'm fighting for is so that I never have to put my mother in a nursing home. Right? I will be damned if I ever have to put my mother in a nursing home, because I know what goes on in a nursing home, and my mother deserves better than that. And I'll be damned if I'm the type of person that is tied to a time clock for the rest of her life and she can't be there for her mother when her mother needs her because she has to go work a job, right? When we have something like this that is so powerful that we can build and create now, right? I want you to write why you're here so that you can always go back to it. And then we're going to go through day by day. But the reason why I say write that down is so that you can bring people back to their why. I always tell my newbies that I will match their efforts in the VIP period. I don't want you to ever feel like because somebody hit their VIP that it's because of you. I don't want you to get like a big head, like it's because of my leadership that they hit their VIPs. And in the same return, when they don't hit their VIPs, I don't want you to look down on yourself as a leader and think that it's something that you did wrong. Okay? Because the door swings both ways, right? And anybody that we bring into this business, we need to be there for them as much as they need to be on the reciprocating side and saying, okay, what's next, right? And so I always tell my newbies, because there are plenty of people that join this business, they're terrified of that VIP period. I get it. If you don't want to run for your VIPs, that's fine. I don't have a problem with you not wanting to run for your VIPs. I want you to know they're available for you and how to get there. If you want that, I'm here for you, right? And if I'm constantly tagging people in videos and I'm saying, here, this is what we're going to do, this is where we're going to go next, this is my recommendation, and it's crickets, then I step back into the friend zone, right? I step back into the friend zone and I say, okay, I'm here when you're ready. Because I'm never going to be, Chance, I'm never going to be the type of leader that pushes something down somebody's throat that they didn't want in the first place, right? But I'm also not going to be that leader on day 13 when somebody's like, well, dang, I didn't know that we had a VIP period. Right? Match their efforts. Always offer 3-way chats. So when you bring newbies in and they're stumbling over their conversations, guess what? That's our job. That's our job that have been here longer to say, listen, you get somebody who's curious about the products or who's curious about the business and you don't know how to talk about it yet. That's where I come in. That's where you throw me in a 3-way chat on Messenger, text message, whatever it may be. I can either talk to them for you, with you, or you can screenshot the conversation and I can tell you kind of how I would say it, right? That's where we need to step in as leaders and say, okay, I got you, right? I've been here longer. I've been taking the products longer. I know how to explain them. I know how to ask questions, or I know how to answer questions. And if your potential comes to me with a question that I don't know how to answer, guess what? It's okay, right? Because we have other leaders who have other leaders who have other leaders who are always there for us, right? Who can answer any type of question. And if nobody knows the answer to a question, guess what? We have support. We can always ask support. Like, hey, what's in the Black Label DFD, right? I don't know. But anyways, utilize 3-way chats with your newbies, screenshots of convos, helping them through that. I like to do that a lot. I like to kind of tell them how I would word it, but also at the same time, tell them to kind of make it their own. Like, this is how I would say it, but if those aren't your words, use your own words, right? I don't have a script for newbies. I don't have a script for how to talk to potentials, right? There's no script for being human. But I want you at the end of the day to remember that, as unfortunate as this is, we are the lid on our business. Truth bomb. We are the lid on our business. So if we are not growing, our business is not growing. So if we are not continually getting better at these conversations of having that awkward, like 13-year-old with acne phase of our business, where we're fumbling through our conversations with potentials, with customers who are mad that whatever shipping's taking too long or whatever, and customer like recovery, service recovery, whatever. If we are not taking that on and learning and failing forward, how do we ever expect somebody else to come follow in our footsteps if we're not willing to do the work first? Right? And I want you to always remember that. And I like that quote that says, y'all, my dog ate my vision board today. I'm so mad. But it says, a rising tide raises all ships. Right? I'm so fucking mad at her. But it's not her fault because I put it on the floor because I had to move the dang shelf last night and it's all my fault. But I'm sitting here staring at it. So hey, February, we're going to revamp my vision board. But I love that saying that a rising tide raises all ships, right? If you're growing, your team is going to grow, right? And your team that you bring in, you'll be lucky if they do half of what you do. Right? Have you ever heard that before? It's so true. It's so true because they're following in your footsteps, right? They see you go live, they're going to go live eventually. They see you do face-to-face on your stories, they'll go face-to-face on their stories eventually. They're going to share that product on their stories. They're going to share that product on their news feed. They are going to start sharing about their life a little bit, but if you're too scared to even take those steps for your own business, you're never going to find somebody who wants to join your team, right? If you're too scared to run your own business, okay? And we have to get out of this mindset of feeling like we can't do it, right? Of feeling like we don't know because we've never been here before, or we're too scared of what everybody else is going to think of us, or, right? I've been there. I told you guys last week, I used to not do live videos when Sean was in the house. That's my husband. But I was so scared what he's going to say, right? How stupid is that? Right? We have to be willing to grow. And so I will leave by saying, how you do one thing is how you're going to do everything, right? As we say, you know, how you close a month is how you're going to begin the next month. But how you do one thing is how you're going to do everything. And so if you're, wow, I probably should stop cussing, but if you're half-assing your business, you're going to half-ass your relationship with your husband. You're going to half-ass your parenting skills, right? You're going to half-ass your work balance, right? It is up to us to run our business so that it can pay us like a business. It took me a really long time to learn that. And that's okay. I say that because it's only now that I can now turn around and teach you guys how I failed in that first year and a half, so that now I can say, hey, don't make my mistake, right? Don't make my mistake and sit there thinking that nobody's going to want to listen to you, or that you don't have anything good to say, or that you are not worthy because you're not a leader, right? You're not a good leader, right? How rude to say those things to ourselves, but we do. We do it even as mamas, right? There's plenty of days where we feel like we're not a good mama and we're like, God damn, right? Why do we do that to ourselves? Right? There's plenty of days where I say, like, to my friends, I'm like, God, I'm such a shitty friend, right? I haven't texted you back. Oh my God, it was your birthday. I'm such a shitty friend. No, I'm not. Right? No, I'm not. I'm just busy. I have a life like everybody else. Did they remember my birthday? No. Right? But here I am feeling shitty about it, feeling some sort of way about it. Right? How you do one thing is how you're going to do everything. So I want to run through this VIP period with you guys. at the end of it, I don't want to say I don't care if you hit a VIP, right? I do care if you hit a VIP. How cool would that be to prove to yourself that yes, you can do it? Whether there's a bonus attached to it or not. But at the end of the 14-day period, look at the type of woman that you're going to be becoming, right? You're going to be the type of woman who knows how to talk about her business, who knows to talk about her products, who knows who she is as a brand, right? Because we are not Lavelle. And if you stick with me for the next 14 days, whether you have a bonus at the other end of it or not, whether you have literally signed VIP 800 or not, 1600 or not, if you stick with me day by day by day for the next 14 days in our chat, I am going to be sending a little goodie bag to all of you that do that. Personal, I can't tell you what's going to be in it, but it's going to be a personal little goodie bag. Some of it may be Lavelle stuff, some of it may not. It may just be something that's on my heart, but at the end of the day, we are here to grow ourselves as a leader so that we can in return grow other leaders. A lot of people think that this is like a sales, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of people think it's just like selling things and you're just putting people on a computer and letting them fly. Okay, not everybody's a unicorn and not everybody wants to follow that type of leader, right? I wouldn't. I want somebody who's going to be there for me every step of the way. And the girl who's watching you on your social media right now, she deserves that too. And so it's our job to be that for her. Wow, I stuck to 30 minutes tonight. Okay, so let's hop off here. Tomorrow morning, we're going to start with day 1. Okay, day 1, we're going to start in our units tab under the Hustling Thrive Tribe page. Remind me, please tell me I did not drop the ball. I just added Nicole to our customer page, but everybody's in our customer page, right? Yes, 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 yes. Esther, I may have dropped the ball. I'll add you in, but it's a team page that we have for our customers so that they can get more product information. We share things like workouts, shake recipes, healthy meal ideas, all kinds of stuff. We like to be that little community for our customers too, as much as we do for our team. So I want to make sure that you guys are in that. And then, what was I going to say? We will go through whenever you have time. I know not everybody is a stay-at-home mama. I am not either. But we will go through video by video by video. On that first day, it talks about putting up a curiosity post. So for us that have been here longer, obviously we're not going to sit here and say, oh my gosh, like I decided to do something exciting, right? We're not going to put that on social media. If you've been here longer and you don't have a curiosity post to put up because you've already done one because your VIP period has already started, how about we start off tomorrow with a post that, sorry, you guys, is kind of like welcome new people, right? Like explaining if you're new here, here's what you can find on my page. I hope you're inspired by XYZ. I hope that by following me, you know that you can do hard things, whatever you want to say, right? To people who may be brand new to your page. That can kind of take place of a curiosity post for tomorrow. So boom, I already came up with your post for tomorrow. Okay. All right. And we'll go through day by day by day. Okay. One step at a time. Don't focus on the whole staircase. We're focusing on the first step tomorrow. Okay. All right. Bye, you guys. Get some sleep.